I've learned a lot from being on this show.
Everybody's good at what they do.
It's really gotten to a good place right now.
It's a very intelligent show.
The struggles and the hard work that goes into creating a show for that long.
There's a comfort in knowing a character.
We got lucky with our cast.
I have a lot more fun on this set than I do on a lot of others.
Through 5 years, I don't think I've ever looked forward and hoped for something.
I had no idea it was so rare to hit 100 episodes.
It's very fortunate, I guess, to be on a show that reaches that point. So I'm very, appreciative and grateful for that.
It is amazing to just get that far, to have a steady, to have the same steady job for 5 years is kind of fantastic.
Every step along the way, I just say, wow, that's amazing. That's another season. Unbelievable.
Well, it's the first time it's happened to me. It's quite amazing. I mean, just having the whole 5 years is, generally actors don't have any job the last 5 years.
Gilmore Girls has done it in a very quiet way. They've just built their audience.
I'm not surprised that the show lasted, but I'm surprised that I lasted.
It's my first gig. It's my first. So for me, it almost feels normal. I'm like, yeah, sure, it's 100 episodes. Because I've never had another experience.
Oh my God, did Paul Thomas Anderson write this? Edit, people.
Her sense of humanity and her sense of humor is just amazing. And of course, Dan's got that too.
Okay, how about next weekend?
Let me check my spinster catalog. No, I'm gonna be knitting toilet paper cozies till 3, but after that, I'm good.
It's all about family dynamics, which are universal.
So you went to her, behind my back?
She came to me, Lorelei. She told me what she wanted in her own words.
Wow, so that does work occasionally with you, huh?
They bring a certain tone to the show that is just not seen on television, and that's kind of why it strikes a chord, is because it's so different.
I'm coming home today for sure.
Oh, what's that, Lucy? A football for me to kick?
I mean it this time.
There's always somebody who doesn't get a pop reference. My favorite is when someone just tries to play it off and they don't know it. And everybody at the table knows they don't get it. And you're like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Cool, we have a short feature to start. The Cats and Jammer kids try to sit on the couch.
And Amy, when somebody does look and they're like, what? They don't know what it's in reference to, she always goes, later.
right.
And everyone's just like,
We're timing right now. We can't explain it to you. It takes too long.
The show is known for the writing. So without that writing, you don't have that show.
the writing's okay. I mean,
we have to really embellish it. We fix a lot of it on the set.
What are you talking about? Oh, sorry, I see we've entered the no humor zone.
I say this every year, but I can't fathom what goes on in Amy and the writers' minds.
Right.
Like, I just think at one point you should get a script and be like, poorly done. I mean, it would make me feel better if just every once in a while you're like, not your best. He's mad at me.
We're mad at him.
We're all gonna stop being mad at each other. Now, pull over.
Why?
Because you live here.
Oh, yeah.
I think that the show has changed a little bit from the pilot episode, but only in the way that good shows do change, in that they find their stride.
It has widened its horizon, but it's still on the same path. I mean, these are two women who are exploring life together.
I have all this ink all over my hands, and
Honey, relax. We will figure it out.
I think it's been really consistent, even from the beginning. I mean, the pace of the show, the look of the show, and I think it has to do with Amy's, Amy has a lot of involvement in the way the show's run and produced and everything, and I think that's why it has stayed so true to its, beginnings.
Amen, sister friend.
I will not calm down. I told them I would not do any ribbon-cutting ceremonies.
Who's them?
Them! The town! The lunatics who voted for me!
The show also has some very interesting, quirky characters. I mean, the town itself, it's just funny.
100 episodes. I mean, it's the cast of characters. It's the loony town people that really have rounded out the show. You have that main storyline, but then you have, a million other people that are, Taylor.
I want everybody in town to be going in the same direction, mine. Then I'll be happy.
Okay, I won't disagree with you in front of the crew.
Good. Although it's probably safest for you not to disagree with me at all, don't you think?
Sure. I agree.
Good.
We're always refreshed by Kirk's storyline because he's always coming in from left field doing something completely bizarre.
Well, apparently on the final episode of season 4, we got to see Kirk naked for the first time. And the outpouring from the fans was overwhelming. They went online, they had phone calls, the switchboard was jammed. Kirk naked, Kirk naked. Everybody wanted to see Kirk naked as much as possible in season 5. And so the writers had to bow to public pressure, and we got to see Kirk naked a few more times. I still don't think it really quenched the thirst of the public's appetite.
I don't know, maybe it's hit 100 shows because of like the weird, if you look at the sum of all its parts, it's like,
right.
It's like Stars Hollow, like not only one town troubadour, but like we needed two.
Hey, she's a party so full of vinegar and glitter.
When things are going down, you know, the troubadour is there to sort of remark on it, you know, to put into lyric that which is silly and thoroughly entertaining.
Now, it's just a quick outpatient procedure. You go in, lie down, close your eyes, snip, snip, and you're shooting blanks.
Is this all I'm having done today, or do I need to get some glute implants or something?
Clearly, you've gotten tired of being pregnant.
Clearly.
And I'm just
Since
going,
at the
hey,
moment
let's
of
just go to town and have 15 kids.
Especially as the like second baby is like handed to us, I'm like, you're getting a vasectomy.
Right. I mean,
Which when we read it, we were like, Amy! Oh my God! We're like, are they not happy? And she's like, you've had enough.
Emily Kuroda is such a great actress.
Mama, you couldn't even hear me over that noise. That noise is my passion, Mama, and you're keeping me from it. E string was flat too.
What's really funny is that they have set up the fact that Mrs. Kim loves music. She loves music. And so I think it's really cool that Lane has a band now, because I think deep down inside, Mrs. Kim is just really digging it.
The band members are just brilliant. I love them. That's a great one.
Our band is called
Hep Alien, which is an anagram for Helen Pye, who is one of the producers on the show.
The band, the guys, my friends, my buddies, there's Todd, who plays Zach, and John, who plays Brian, and Sebastian, who plays Gil.
In real life, I'm a lead singer, and this is the first time I've played a guitar player.
I don't know about how you guys feel, but when you're an actor and you have to learn another skill, it's the best.
I don't know if I ever told you this, but like you three kind of remind me of me when I first started in rock. Just you're so excited.
I flipped out when they said that they were going to pursue this storyline for me. That's been great.
And Rory's spending the night. We're having a cop rock marathon.
This year we've had such a great year as far as the writing and the popularity of the show. But coincidentally, it's the same year that the show's been airing every day on ABC Family.
It's great to know that we're going to be in reruns, because a lot of people have come up to me, I think since we started running on ABC Family, that seems to have had so much of an effect on people.
It's a little scary when you think about like the really early episodes where I'm just like 18 and I have like a chubby face and like it's really awkward. I didn't really know how to act. I still don't really know what I'm doing.
Every once in a while, I'll look at an episode and I'll think, oh, the lighting was good that day. Or, oh yeah, was that? Oh, I could have done that better. It instantly comes back to you, the time of day, how long a day it was, how tired you were. And you think, I think they were lucky to get that out of me that day.
It's nice, it'll pay my medical. That's always what I do.
It's really bad when someone who is watching the reruns for the first time comes up to you and starts talking to you about the show, and you have forgotten what has happened, and you have to rely on them to remind you. And oh, so what was I doing in that episode? and what did they say? And then I said what? And then she said what? It's a little awkward.
I have people all the time who will say, oh, I saw you the other night. And I'll say, oh, really? I didn't realize I was on. And I say, oh, yeah, it was the one about, and I'll say, my God, that's 3 years ago. I have no idea, you know.
If it was something that was sort of embarrassing and it was going to run forever, you know, can't do anything about it. But this show is actually something I'm proud of. Not even so much my work. I just think the whole quality of the show is very good and special, very unusual. So it's always nice to be part of something like that.
Point is that while some things have changed, and that's
great. I don't want everything to change completely.
Okay. I'll see you at Luke's.
Ah, I'll see you at Luke's.
It's kind of impossible for this job to get stale because we have so many words and we have to say them so fast and exactly right. So luckily, every day we come in, it is a challenge.
My body is telling me something.
Maybe it's not telling you what you think it is. Maybe it's just telling you to better comply with the government's recommendations for food and vegetable intake. That's not just propaganda, you know.
When I saw the pilot in the first couple of episodes, it feels so mellow. What is your offspring doing?
I need stamps. Can I have these?
No.
Take them. What's with the moo-moo? That. No, I'm just saying you couldn't find one made of metal in case anyone has x-ray eyes.
Now we're so fast-paced all the time, which now the show is known for it.
Okay, I see it now. I don't know how I missed it. Well, this is gonna take me no time at all, 5 minutes tops.
And I can't think that fast. I cannot. I am so glad that the words are written for us because I can't think as fast as I'm talking and getting them out.
If she wants you to double strain that sauce, you will double strain that sauce, my friend, because I have to live with her, and if she is upset because of anything that you've done, I will come over here and I will soundly kick your ass.
I want season 6 to be all about like how they found speed in the water supply in Stars Hollow.
Exactly.
It explains it all.
That's
We're all
right.
just meth addicts by year 7.
You rang? Time for a change of venue.
Oh, fantastic.
Next week, your father and I are going to renew our wedding vows.
A week from tomorrow, on our 40th wedding anniversary.
This year, Emily and Richard renewed their vows because they'd been separated for a while and they wanted to get back together, so they decided to do it formally in front of all their friends and family. We went and shot that on location, and we have catering, so we have like lots of hot food, and yeah, it's like a field trip. It's like summer camp. It's a lot of fun.
You know, as an actor, that you're going to have a huge, long shoot when it comes to weddings or big parties, because you have so many extras and you have so much decoration and such.
It was fun. Those scenes are really fun because like all the big parties and ceremonies and festivals and things we have on the show are fun because the whole cast is there for the most part. I mean, so it's just fun to see everybody.
The renewal of the vows, I had to trust Amy on this. I've never done such a thing. She wanted these two characters to flower and to fall in love again, which was quite beautiful. And we loved it. We loved doing it.
It was fun. It was rather romantic. It was very sweet.
And also she's supremely dramatic, Amy. So she set this against the destruction of the relationship between Lorelai and Emily.
You and me, we're done.
1, 2, 3.
It was very, very cleverly done.
For tonight, and tonight only, my name is Bill, and this is our song.
Yeah, the dance between Kelly and myself was a challenge because knowing that she's a superb dancer, I thought, oh, I better come up to scratch here. And she came to me first and said, you're gonna have to help me. I said, I'm gonna have to help you. What are you, nuts? And she said, I've danced all my life, but I don't do ballroom. It's hard for me to let anybody move me around the floor.
If somebody leads me, I can follow very well. It's when people are a little hesitant with me that I start deciding that I have a better idea for this step.
It's nothing like I thought it would be. It's better, actually.
I have no doubt.
Amy has this all in her head, and she said at different interviews, too, that she knows the last 2 lines of the, not season finale, but the show finale. You know? So, I mean, that's just exciting. I just feel like I'm in safe hands, because she knows where she's going, which is fabulous.
People really care about the characters. You know, they invest themselves in the show and the storyline, and that's wonderful.
Luke, will you marry me?
You also have a cast of very attractive actors. I mean, without Lauren and Alexis, you don't have a show. You wish you knew them. If you wanted to say that's star quality, that's star quality.
Listen, I need a favor.
From me?
Yes, from you.
Oh, well, let me get out my list. Okay, I'll write this favor down right under the one that says, gave me life.
And virtually, it carries on all around the show. There are people involved that are eccentric and quirky and interesting, and you'd like to know them. And that's, I think, one of the keys to making a successful film, series, play, anything.
I think it's really singular to other shows that are on, and you can't kind of have that. When you start taking in everyone's ideas from every different place, it becomes generic.
Committee. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you get like a typical show,
down.
and it just feels written instead of like, it always feels like this weird little universe in Connecticut.
Wow, did you see that?
You know, if someone opened a store in this town selling giant butterfly nets, they'd make a fortune.
It is like an extended family, like a work family, and it's great. It's surreal to think that one day it won't be going on, because this has been what we've been doing for the past 5 years.
Credits.
And that's how they end the show right there. And the interview's done.